Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Welcome to the Ebo Sosa Show. Yeah, I know it's been quite a while since you've seen me and anything new from me, but to be honest with you guys, I am very busy. And the company that I'm contracted with, I'm kind of like a go to guy for them. So they always throw something at me that twists my schedule all around. Now, I'm in a new position that I have to figure out how to maneuver content around it because it's requiring me to do a little bit more than I'm usually used to doing. But regardless of the fact, a man must do what a man must do in order to bring in them dollars. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, I am doing a video today, and first I want to say to you, those who are viewing me, thank you for being patient. Thank you for clicking on this video and giving me a chance, giving me your time, which I feel is the most valuable thing a human being can give another is their time and attention. Welcome to the Ebo Sosa Show once again. I am the host, Ebo Sosa, and if you like this content that I'm about to present to you, I'd like for you to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. What I'm going to present to you today hopefully will enlighten you to something new, a new way of perception as far as the topic, and maybe, hopefully, you can take it and apply to your life, and it will amount to something great for you. The topic today that I'm going to talk to you about is marriage and submission. Marriage and submission. As you guys know, I'm a married man. I'm a happily married man. My wife and I have great communication, and we've uh, displayed something that registers to me that I don't see a lot of people in possession of in their marriage. In my marriage, the good outweighs the bad. When the bad happens, it's definitely catastrophic, though. It's very nuclear when we blow up. Nevertheless, we understand to move past it, and we're dedicated towards the moving past of the any turmoils that may rise in between us. With that said, I want to jump into the topic today: submission in marriage. Now, I went on. The reason why I want to do this is because I went on an experiment last week, and I was asking various sisters, specifically sisters, about that word submission, and I got negative feedback on every last one of them, including my wife. It's something about that word that registers to sisters, and it leaves a funky taste in their mouth. You know, uh, I do think that word has a harshness to it for some reason. I don't know, but see, people tend to jump right in their minds about that word submission, and they equate it to like a wrestling move where like somebody's choking you up and yoking you up to make you submit or tap out, to give up, you know. But that's not the way to perceive it, and I'm going to try to present it to you today on this Ebo Sosa show taping, and hopefully it will enlighten you, those of you who view this, about this word submission and how it is not something negative, and how to look at it in multi dimensions rather than the single solitary wrestling move, a submission hold. Okay, well, we got to talk about this in a marriage format now. I want to take the word submission and break it up. Well, we have sub and we have mission. So, when you take the two words sub and mission, well, sub means to pretty much be under something, right? Like subscribe, or submarine, something like that. It tends to mean under something. Well, subbing to the mission is what I'm talking to you about today. The mission of marriage. Subbing to the mission of marriage. Now, let's break this down. What is the mission of marriage? The mission of marriage is, according to this, is a vision for what you want your marriage to be. Done well, it will shape the next generation too, as the stronger your relationship is, the greater security and stability you will give your children. That's why I'm an advocate for marriage, because it is very much proven that when two people get together and try to raise try to start a foundation and raise offspring from the foundation, as much the individuals, the offspring turn out much better in a two-parent household within a healthy marriage than single parents, and that's what I'm an advocate for. And I'm going to try to give you information that can help you develop this and maintain this. And we're going to talk about submission today. Subbing to the mission of marriage. Well, what exactly is uh, the what is a mission? Now, I think that's what we have to understand. So let me look that up here. What is a mission? And I think I'm going to go towards the military definition, because I happen to like the way that definition resonates in my mind. Uh, Mission. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see here. It says a body of persons sent to perform a service or carry on an activity, such as a group sent to a foreign country to conduct diplomatic or political negotiations, a team of specialists or cultural leaders sent to a foreign country, you know, uh, a specific task with which a person or group is charged. That's the one. A specific task for which a person or a group is charged. You and your wife are charged with the mission of marriage. Now, a mission tends to have objectives. I'm sure that we've all played a video game here or there, and then one of the video games I used to play in my 20s real heavy was a game for Nintendo 64 that was called GoldenEye 007. And in this game, you when you play it, you were James Bond 007, Agent 007, and you had to take on these missions in order to complete the game, mission after mission after mission. And during the missions, you would have objectives. You might have to run to a room and get a certain key to open up a door to reach this individual. You have to bust a cap in this individual and get his key from him and exit out, and or obtain a sequence code to punch in to stop a missile launch or something. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. The objectives of a mission. I think marriage has objectives. And I think that the objectives of marriage are the vows of marriage. Now, I don't know the vows all by, I don't have them memorized, but I know what they encompass. To have, to hold, to cherish, and sickness and health, for richer or poor, for death do you part, right? Those are your vows. Now, with those vows, I believe that those are the objectives of marriage, but there are also sub objectives of marriage in order to complete those vows. And I think the sub objectives are what we hear in the masculine mercenaries talk about quite often, which consist of men being the providers, the protectors, and the procreators within the marriage. My version is this. I have my personal. I like to call them personal proverbs of marriage, and I don't subject them to just the men or the women. I think that once you're involved in marriage, you now have taken on a mission together, which means the objectives must be accomplished together. In my personal opinion, the objectives of marriage, along with the vows, are my personal proverbs. How that is, they are to provide, protect, procreate, to preserve, to promote, and to pleasure one another. There's six of them, and I don't think that they should be relegated to one specific sex or the other. However, that does not negate the fact that there are going to be certain ones that the man and the woman are better at than each other. Like, for example, protection. Well, I am 5'10", around 220, and I'm pretty solid. And what if what if there was a situation that presented itself between my wife and I to where there was a guy 6'5", and he was a threat to my wife and I? Well, I think I'd have a better chance of handling him, being that my vitality is more than my wife's, and I'm stronger than her, and I'm a man, and I have a little bit more. I have a little bit more in the area to handle a threat such as that. My wife, she can do that as well, but it would be best for her if she had a pistol in hand to handle something like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as physical strength, the men have a little bit more of an edge, well, a lot more of an edge than the woman does in the realm of protection. But nevertheless, it is up to both of you to do this, to protect, to provide, and to procreate. Also, to preserve one another, to promote each other, and to please each other as well. These are the objectives that you must accomplish in order to have a successful marriage. And you must always have these things in your mind, because it is a lifetime mission. The mission is never over until death do you part, that is. So, yeah, I want to present another way to look at submission is during the vetting process of your relationship. This is before marriage. The vetting process is when you're talking to each other, getting to know each other mentally and spiritually, not just physically. When you vet one another, you want to get it all out. You want to submit to each other the information, the secrets that you hold. You want to get it to where you're transparent with each other, so that the marriage will function properly. There will be no surprises. You get things out. You get your criteria out. You know, you submit your resumes to each other. You see what I'm saying? Like how you submit a resume to an employer that lets the employer know that you are the candidate that has the qualifications for the position that is offered. You know, I think this is a good way to encompass the word submission. Subbing to the mission of marriage. Expand your mind rather than think of it as such a negative term, because you're going to have to do it within a marriage. You're going to have to submit. Somebody's going to have to submit to somebody. All right? That's the only way it's going to work. So get used to it, and it's not a hellacious term. So I hope this video has enlightened you to another aspect of how to perceive submission within a marriage and within a relationship. I'm your host, Evo Sosa. If you like this video, leave a comment, share it if you want to, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. I look forward to doing more content for you, and hopefully I can enlighten you. I am pro-marriage. No, I'm not pro-marriage. I'm not anti-marriage either. I have to always evaluate that sometimes if I'm pro-marriage. I'm neither. I'm for fixing the generation, though, and I think the best way to do that is to raise your offspring within a marriage. It's not for everybody. So, regardless, anyway, I'm starting to ramble. So, let me get my butt up on out of here and prepare for my work evening. You guys have yourself a blessed day. I look forward to bringing you more content. Take care. Peace.